What year? 1531. North America don't exist. It's all Asia. So what did Columbus roll up on? What did Vasco da Gama roll up on when they found you? And when they stopped looking in 1630, you know what they were looking at. Because they were looking from earlier than that, right? 1145 to 1645. Vasco da Gama, he's supposed to be kidnapping the queen in India Superior. Rolling up in the land of the Prester. First European to reach India by sea. Look at the year, boss. Right. He died in 1524. And look at this. It's right there in the mix when he's searching. They're searching the Portuguese. It's a Portuguese monument. Orientis finds 1531. This is what the world is looking like to Vasco. Where's Asia? Where's North America? I see Florida, boss. Uh-oh. Got him. Got him. So yeah, I mean, if you don't see clearly by now, this India-Asia situation, Lost Tribes and Promised Land, told you this is a vague term. The third India, we're talking about a region of dark-skinned people, vast regions. We're talking about the farthest India. And he's known as the first European to reach India by sea. Going around the Cape of Good Hope and all this. So, did he capture a Naga queen and king? I mean, I think that's very possible. And they made it into a mother-sucking opera. Say he went to an imaginary place, boss. An imaginary far-off land. An imaginary, mysterious, mythical cities of gold. Say it with me, boss. Antioch. He's talking Antioch. Right. Let's go to another map. Abraham Ortelius, 1602. Man, I wish I could buy this. They said it's sold out or something. So scrolling right over here, just look close. Oh, wait. Oh, we got it bigger. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, let's go. Notice on the bottom they got Australia. This is going to be very important because I'm going to compare this with Tarzanta and Antarctica because Australia's originally was Antarctica. It just means the land below, right? And now they make it a little continent over there, but Australia's is the land below, right? Or Antarctica, which is surrounding us, and technically it's below everywhere or up everywhere. And Antioch, right, it's up here. So this mythical strait of Antioch is a real deal. It's on the maps until they took it off the maps. It's Antioch Regnum. Quivera Regnum, which we got last time, is Keber or Eber or Heber or Hebrew or Eber, right? So Ameri, which we got last time, is connected with the Makir, Amari. And these are cons already here in America, but they want to say, oh, America Vespucci, so that you don't connect it to Makir, Amari, Tedros, Nehemiah, Kalelu, Sylvanus Texas, Solomon Bravo, David, Ogan, Manage, the Barbar, the Swanai. We're talking Kaveri, man. We're talking Antioch. They don't want you to connect no Anan Ben David. And they don't want you to connect no Lady Hannah and Hanan or Kanan, her son. And they're finding this king and queen, Vasco da Gama and India Superior, bringing them back to Portugal, showing them off. But they're just slaves now. Okay. Anion is another mythical kingdom noted in the northwest, reflecting more of the studies told by the conquistadors of gold and wealthy empire. Supposedly found in the North American continent. All right, then you got the land of the pirates beneath the south tip of Africa. South America's corrected shape is surprisingly accurate, a fascinating view of the world as it was unfolding in the 17th century. Amari, Khans, Khan Amari, Khan Amarki. Nah, they don't, the Moors from Morocco, they're just gonna say, Amorocco, right? Amaroc, Amoroccan. They're not gonna connect it with Amari, Solomon the Builder. Oh, that's going on in Kalelus, Corvera, North American West, or India Superior, a city described to Coronado. So you got the Gama, Coronado, you got all these hijacks looking for the what? The gold. Because this was described as having gold with lordly rulers. That means rulers that were like gods to these people. And they were venerated because of their power. But these Nagas were keeping the code. And then you had some out of code lordly rulers, you know what I'm saying? Now you got the ancient, war more and more, right? So it's all happening with these cities of gold. So the more and more war is all about the land, man. And the vortex is like what's happening with Tarazanta or Antarctica. So keep all this in mind as we surf the wave. All right, so that leads me into this Tarzanta drop a little bit. Very interesting just to start it off. Oh. Well, I'm going to let 20 drop pop off a little on this Tarzanta. Man, Ahab Yosef the real, man. The Cons Nine Spiral, my Jigga, Dizzle, man, everybody else on that Tarzanta drop. Reconstruction Pack. Ahab to all my Nagas, man, who, supported the flow and continue to support the flow. This is just our way of keeping the vibration connected with the information so that it lasts longer, man. We got to make it last. I'm belly flopping over here. I'm going to go back to that map with the Australia's flow. We're going to talk some Tarzanta, talk some Daniel Kumisi. Let's just have a good time, man. We earned it. We deserve it. Lego. You see how they cut the top? So how would you even know you're in South, or that this would be South America? This little tip right here. You gotta have a perspective, right? You know that you got the little Phoenicia right here. Phoenicia. Same gateways, Terra Sancta. It's Pia, Moronia. We're gonna dig on this Moronia situation because what? We gotta dig back on the Moronia flow, the Moron flow, because now you're connecting with the Mormon flow. Yes. Oh man, I'm glad I belly fly back. So you see South America, and on that other map we just showed, right? This would be all Australians, and this is kind of my point, and how they're hiding so much of this drop is that. I mean, they got to make up their minds, these cartographers, man. They got to make their minds up. Like you got on the map packs, all the Australia flow, how there was all this land that they called Australia. Now they call it Antarctica. Now they make it like a little bit of land down here, but it's all this land, man. It's so much land that it was at least covering from the farthest regions as far as in length, all of the Americas. What land covers the entire world, right? In terms of length here. And then we got, of course, in the flat earth maps that Antarctica surrounds you, right? So, but you see it, they're kind of giving you a half truth, like we got to be surrounded by this land. Look how much land. If this is what America looks like in South America and all that, why do you think this is distorted? You think Australia's Antarctica is distorted? Well, what's the validation? Here's the validation. Love to say, cool. Let's get it. So all that land is actually mapped out, and it's not a distortion. We're talking holy land. We're talking Tarzant. What does this got to do with the Moor? What is the Moroni you got to do with it, man? All right, let's go. We're going to get back on this. We just surfing the wave in Tarzant or Phoenicia. And didn't that link call him a deified Phoenician Naga? Pastor John? Come on, hold up. Let's put it together. I'm seeing a lot of this all over again. Like the first time. Love to the Templar. We're getting it like it's the first time. We're about to get some chronology like it's the first time. But, I got these links up for a reason. Okay, we got the Covera. Body guy. Okay, here we go. The Hindu Kendra drop. Shout out to hvk.org. So when they're talking about copper, which is where they're getting Covera on the map is where they're getting copper. All right. I know. It's also what they're getting the Khyber or Kiver, the Afghan flow, which we got. Afghan is the son of who? Come on, man. Recap. Rock with me, man. Rock with me. Afghan is the son of who? Medieval Empire, the Israelites, what they say. Page 312 of the actual book, 323 of the PDF. Let's go. The adherents of this version maintain that King Saul had a son, Jeremiah, who also had a son named Afghana. Jeremiah died approximately at the same time as his father Shaul. Afghana secured a high position in the rule of King David. So David or Prester held Afghana down, man. Held him up. Gave him a high position. Held him way up. Had him on Kum. We're going to talk about Kum, the meaning Kum. Daniel Kumisi, right? Let's go. Let's go. Afghan was secure. He is the grandson of Saul, son of Jeremiah. And he ruled, or he was in a high position in the rule of King David and remained at the court during the rule of Solomon. Keep all this in mind, because that whole Afghan family, which are Benjamites, then go through this Muslim, flip, because Kish, the father of Saul, he over there, appealing to the Prophet Muhammad, bending the knee. Kish's name is then changed to Arab or Arab, Rashid. Now, when you dig on this Rashid family, you're digging on Benjamites that are hidden within the Arab or the Arab proper, because there's a difference. But now we're just talking Joktan, son of Eber, and Eber is Heber, my nigga. Bang! See how we got back there? From the Afghan, through the Joktan, back to the Eber. And the Eber is Quivera, the fabled cities of gold, man. And we're talking about a deified Phoenician Naga king, philosopher named Kubera, which is probably where they're getting Cuba from. Kubera. Learn how to smelt copper, gold, and other metals. These activities took place in the kingdom named after him, Copper, or Kubera, or Kivera, with a KH. We're talking about the Kuiper Pass, man. They want to put you in southeast Afghanistan, northeast Pakistan, but what's Afghan all about? Afghana is the son of Jeremiah, son of Saul, the Benjamite. He's rocking with King David. He's rocking with Preston. They're not over there in the Middle East. They're over here in India, Superior, or Asia. And this deified Phoenician king has a lot to do with this Phoenicia, probably connected with the Tarzanta flow. Okay. Classroom, my Nagas, what it do? Let's go. Was living in con game practice against the hopeless gullible. Let's get it back. To know that you got the little Phoenicia right here. Phoenicia. Same gateways, Terra Sancta. This P. So all this would be Australia's. And you see how they got gateways. But you didn't see no gateways on the other Australia's flow, right? So look how much detail, how mapped out this Antarctica is. Terra Sancta, TerraSancta, they turn into like Santa now, like Santa Barbara, Santa Cruz. Santa means holy, like they try to make Santa Claus, right? Let's go. What does Tarzanta mean again? Tara Sancta, meaning Holy Land. We just talking Holy Land. Huh? proper noun, Tarzanta, Holy Land. The region where most biblical events took place. This is getting good, right? Because love to Saku. We have it on the map right here. Right beneath South America. And on that same David Rumsey map, just to compare it to a different map projection before I let 2020 Drive pop off a little more. But just right quick on the David Rumsey map. Yeah, we're talking about a deified Phoenician Naga. They deified this guy. They deified all our, important people. That's when not only we went off, but that's when they went off. Even more. Turn everybody into gods and mythologies. Mystical, fabled. So that same area right under South America, this will be your azimuthal equidistant AE flat earth map projection. Unlike the Mercator that's spread out, so-called east and west. Here you got east and west, but it's clockwise and counterclockwise like we got in the flat drop orientation flow. I'll let it clear up a little bit. There we go. So, and again, very interesting. You got North America, South America. Now they would have Tarzanta probably popping off because there's over there's a little gateway, right? And so over here you see these gateways. And instead of it just being Australia's at the bottom of the map, Australia's is surrounding you, boss. There's Australia's everywhere, boss, because South is everywhere outside the ring, or at least compared to the northern center. North is center, south is out the outer ring. East and west is counterclockwise and clockwise. Let's go. And so this is Targaleta. Man, what's happening over here, boss? A lot of things, man, a lot of stuff. So, all I'm saying is there's a lot of land. I don't see no ice. Tar fuego. Yeah, come on, man. Antarctica is fuego? Hot? Come on, man. Gateways, right? Gateways going through it. Look how much land you got these monarchs out of it. They put Presta way over here because, that's what they're looking for. Presta, Grand Presta John. Ethiopia. Presta John. Okay. And in North America, they got Kivera. Yeah, Kivera. And we're going to get some of this, Kivera Habor Heber River. This Heber River has a lot to do, with this, rivers of Eden, Euphrates, and all this. Look like it's St. Tigris down here, man. See all these rivers connect. What would that be? Around Utah-ish, Four Corners, what I'm saying? Arizona. Come on, man. Come on, we in America. We're in America. And it says Covera with a Q. Right? So, Covera with a Q. Fabled Covera, right? With a Q. Sometimes spelled with a K. Boba Covera. Kafera, Kaberi, the Egyptian Capri. We're just talking India, man. India superior. This is where they get the term copper or cyber or kyber and all that. All right. Phoenician king, right? Let's go. So just wanted to show you that. They got Kavera on the map, but this Kavera River also, running through this whole region and kingdom, and Tarzanta with the gateways and all this land. Terra Fuego. We got Fuego here. All this is hot. That's why it's all red. All this is hot. Come on, man. This is supposed to be Antarctica, man. And what is this? What is that? Come on, man. It's supposed to be Tarzanta, man. Holy. They hijacking the Holy Land. Yeah. They hijacking the Preston. Classroom. Phoenicia. Same gateways, Terra Sancta. It's Pia Moronia. We're going to dig on this Moronia situation because what has this got to do with the Moor? What is the Moronia got to do with it, man? All right, let's go. We're going to get back on this. We just surfing the wave in Terra Sancta or Phoenicia. Gets mighty interesting, man. Gateway. Antarctica. Oh, man. Where do we begin? Well, let's get it over here. Let's get some clarity on this map maker. All right, getting out of a book called Nowhere in the Middle Ages. Nowhere in the Middle Ages by Karma Lakri. Both strands of the cocaine tradition, almost looks like cocaine, as moral fable against the dangers of sloth and voluptuous living and con game practice against the hopelessly gullible, become united in Bishop Joseph Hall's 1605 satire, right? So here's the trickery, right? They're going to try to make this nothing but a game. They're going to try to make this nothing but satire. Mythological. From 1603, my nigga. All detail. Look at the detail. But you got America, you got Peru, everything else is just right. But all this drop is just plainly satire. Hijacks. And even if it is, they're definitely getting it from some type of, reality. You know what I'm saying? Hijacks it. They're not just coming up with this from the, thin air. You know what I'm saying? They're getting it from some drop. So let's see how they're going to try to spin this satire. 1605. Mundus alter et. You know what I mean? You see all that? Australius. Remember, man, Australius is Antarctica. It just means a southerly land, okay? A world different and the same located Tierra Australis, previously unknown, which was translated into English 1609 under the pseudonym Mercurius Britannicus. So this Mercury's going to keep popping up with this Joseph Hall, all right? They're going to say that's like some type of pseudo name for him. He goes under the name Mercury, my nigga. Joseph Hall, right? Okay, remember Thought the Moving Island, man? All right, let's go. Hall recounts a voyage to Antarctica and the discovery of a new world. Stop it, man. So, first they turn this Naga king and queen, Selika and Nalusco, into mythology. Now they're going to turn Tarizonta, Holy Land, into mythology. But this Hall, this Joseph Hall, says he went to Antarctica and discovered a new world. They get, that Tarzanta drop 2020. Yeah, dig. Let's go, man. We got a lot of drop. This is kind of funny because it really connects in a real funny way, man. They have Tamalagas on IG. Yeah, they restricted us on IG, saying we got too many fact checkers, too much fact checking. It's calling